Hello everyone, this is Briarsenal and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. This episode is going to be incredibly long and we are not going to get anything important done this episode. Besides, we are going to attempt to finish up this abbey in this episode, which means we're going to get the transept, the penance hall, all the way done. We are going to attempt to level up our heroes and make sure that our best heroes are treated in the sanitarium. That way our very next episode is going to be taking on that necromancer and hopefully taking him down. So, few of the things that we're going to do. I've found that my my continuous monologuing over a game like this over a time is something I'd like to improve on. So, right now I am looking up top 20 questions to ask a first date, which will be something I will go ahead and I will take a look at and begin to answer, should things, of course, start to go into that general lull. But a few things I wanted to talk about first. Let's take a look here. I recently watched Jacksepticeye interview Matthew Mercer, which are two people I, generally speaking, look up to. Let's see, these are both things. Okay, I think we're good to start embarking. I did do a couple of things off screen, but not too many things. Let's take a look here. Let's go for a path through the Weald. We'll do a short apprentice mission just to start us off, just to get me into the swing of things. We're going to put you in the party. We're going to put you in the party as well. No, hold on. Alright, yeah, this is a team. This is a team that could probably work. You can't do your crush, but you can do bellow, defender. Okay, yeah. That should be fine. Okay, interesting. Alright, so this is actually my first time using the shield breaker, so I think there are a few things we will have to look at. Like, apparently a lot of his things are all about movement. Moving forward, moving back, doing everything fun like that. So yeah, those are kind of the general ground rules I'm laying down for this. We are going to go ahead and hop right in here. But yeah, I recently watched that video with Jack and Matt, and they were just talking about some of the things that, like, you never really get used to when doing work like this. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm going to the Weald. Weald means this. We definitely get 4 shovels when we go to the Weald. That should be fine. We'll get an extra one of those. We're good. But they were talking about how doing this kind of thing, you always feel like you're just kind of up, and they talked about how they both started, which was interesting because they both kind of started around my age. Not that I'm saying that, you know, oh, in 7 years I'll be like Jack, or oh, in 7 years I'll be like Matt. But it's good to know that I'm not starting late, because I kind of felt like I was.
Let us burn out this evil.
It's good to know that I'm starting in a genuinely decent place.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. If only treasure
Alright.
could staunch the flow.
Oh, I missed that one. But yeah, so that was just something that I found interesting about the about the entire thing. And it made me feel good. It made me feel good not to know that, to know that I'm not. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is really good. That is insanely good. Huh. Yeah, fantastic. This one's already dead. This one... Wow. My apologies, guys. Alright, so... let's bolster us. We have been bolstered.
Back to the pit.
Those two are down. We will go ahead and disorientate this one, which will bring them to the front. Clear the corpses. That one's dead. This one's dying.
Unforgiving.
This went well. Oh yeah, and they're already dead, so honestly speaking, we just kind of get our party back into position at this point. I tried for this done. Why not? We'll go ahead and move you back. And yeah, that went well for us. The shield breaker is actually... oh wow, and our quest is complete. We're going to continue adventuring because we're not just done so easily like that. We will at least
Finding the stuff is only
that
the
means
first
all the
test.
room battles are done.
Now it must be carried home.
Let's go ahead and just see what else we can get out of this. There's no need to be greedy, but we know for sure that there are free things ahead.
As the light gains purchase.
But yeah, it's just good to know that I'm not late on these things, and it's not too late to try things. I guess that's something I've been worried about for a long time, which is probably not something that I've needed to worry about. Alright, let's go ahead and continue to move here.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Alright, we'll just keep moving along. Alright, let's get this started. They have a relatively high blight, oh yeah, resistance, but that doesn't matter. Is that it? Okay, that's fine. If you guys only stun, I am okay with this. Just don't disease my guy. Okay. Interesting. Can I only use that once or something?
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Whatever the case.
Begone,
Oh,
fiend.
nice. Why are you doing so well? Reynald is just
Victory, but a victory
a
nonetheless.
warrior of light. We're going to keep that perk. Whatever that perk is, that perk is doing us well.
Wealth
But yeah,
beyond
as I
measure,
was saying,
awarded to the brave
it's nice to
and
know that I
the
wasn't
foolhardy alike.
too late to start on things, and that I don't have to be where I am in life for the rest of my life currently. I guess that's something that I've been worrying about, even though it doesn't feel like I should be. You know what I mean? I think you guys do. I think you guys understand. Oh yeah, that skeleton. It's gonna get it. Alright.
Another one falls.
Wonderful. Now all we have to do, if we can get the dog to... yeah, it's hard to do that, but that's alright. The dog's probably going to move first, which is unfortunate, but not the worst thing. I do not know what this is, but Reynald, since he has come back, is like a beast, and I don't understand why. There's a lot of things here that I need to take off, but he is doing fantastic, and I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Alright.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And there we go. Easy as pie. So, now let's go ahead and open up to a question here. Let's see, blah blah blah. Okay, first question is, how did you choose this place? Which is, I am going to reinterpret a bit, mainly because we're not at a place, we're on YouTube, which is, what made you decide to start YouTube? I've always wanted to do it since I was a kid, and I've always found that it would probably be a lot of fun to do what I love, which is play and enjoy video games, but also get to... There we go. There's the loot. And we'll just move right here. Oh, wow. Oh, we got him too. We got him surprised. Let's just stack up on him then. Oh man. Okay, so now he's not surprised anymore. Oh, he still got to move first. That's unfortunate, but oh wow, that hit them all. That is fantastic. This guy is so good. Sure, he could probably stand to use more health, but man, he's so good. So yeah, I decided to do YouTube because I've really enjoyed playing video games in my life, and I always thought that it'd be fun to be someone who got to do that, who got to play video games, who got to laugh and have fun with friends, and just be a part of a group like that. Alright, so we're still not going to do that. Let's see. If I can get him up here, then this fight is over. Oh, this fight is so over. We're just going to bellow at them all again. My Master of Arms will yell at you until you are uncomfortable. We have all sorts of debuffs on this guy. He's not done yet. He's not done, but he will be. And because he's stunned, that makes for a nice kill. There we go. Yeah, it is. There they go.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
There we go. We got a lot of good stuff out of that. Let's just go ahead and take that back to the bank. We got $3,000, which, relatively speaking, should cover some expenses. What's really good about this was the... Yeah, there we go. Hot to... Oh, yes! This guy is so good for DPS. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. Tense creating for alcohol. That was overall fantastic for us. We got so many good things.
In time, you will know the tragic
100%
extent of
shards
my failings.
collected this week. That's interesting. That makes me want to do a run for that path. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stick you in here. Yeah, there we go. Anybody interesting pull up in the stagecoach? We're gonna take a couple of these guys. I may be a little bit shield heavy, but that happens sometimes. We're gonna go ahead and stick Reynald in here to get treated. Can I not? There we go. Oh man, these are all great. No wonder he is so amazing. Yeah, let's... Oh man. Let's just... Yeah, let's go for a double. We'll lock in Warrior of Light and just take out his Fear of Beasts. For 10,000, that is somewhat of a bargain, but man, did that just cripple our good run of finance. Okay, so what we're going to do to make up for it is what we usually do. And... Whoa. We'll sell some trinkets. Because as we know, Briarsenal does not use a ton of trinkets here. Okay, so the last time we did this, we really found that I think I know what we're gonna do. Oh, these are ideas. These are ideas. Okay, let me focus for a sec. Because I think I know how we're going to do this. You... No. We need you here. This. We're going after the miller. No, but that makes this episode important, doesn't it? That would make this episode something that people would have to watch, and this is going to be a relatively long episode, so I don't want this to be something where people are forced to watch a very long episode with me just talking about things. So, we did unlock the boss for the Weald, though. So I guess our next thing is probably going to be going after the cove. Gentle Tide, huh? We do have some folks who are up to the task. Let's see. Let's see, this is a medium. I want to see if we can get some of these folks leveled up. And honestly speaking, we'll stick 2 of you in here, and I will not feel very bad if anything should happen at all. Which is a weird thing to say. Who are you? Let's dismiss him. We'll take this occultist.
Nor the broken man.
That way we can, now we just need one competent man. I think it's this guy. This is our guy. Our competent guy shall lead these guys into victory. We're not going after the Brigade Owner. That would make this an episode that we need to watch. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about are the optional episodes, which is what this episode is going to be. I've been thinking about this for a long time because no YouTuber would ever think to label an episode as optional. By me labeling my episodes as optional, it guarantees that some people are not going to watch them, which is fine. The reason that I'm doing it is because I feel like there are two types of people. People who want to see the gameplay and want to see the important parts of the game whenever they watch a YouTube series. And people who just want to hang out with the YouTuber, have a wonderful time, sit around and do the kind of things that, you would want to do. So, putting in the optional thing allows people to get what they want, which is all I want from my YouTube channel, is for somebody to be able to look at a playthrough and go, do I just want to spend some time with Briarsenal here, or and chill out and have some fun? If so, I'll watch his optional episodes. Do I want to see if this game is worth playing and if it's going to be fun? If so, I'm going to watch just the episodes that feature him making progress in some way. And through that's going to eliminate a lot of what would be the, I would say, boringer sides of Let's Plays, I suppose. So, in order to compensate for that, what I'm starting to do is I'm going to take videos that I consider optional and try to add in some form of commentary, something that's a little bit more interesting, just things about my life, like what we're doing right now with these 20 questions here. This is just a good way for me to kind of reach out to you all. And a good way for me to kind of connect. Because it's definitely hard to do that. I know I'm not showing my face, which is one of the things that that people enjoy to have. You get to see a face, you get to see, a smile, you get to see every reaction the person has to them playing the game. So that even when they're thinking, they're thinking, because you can see their pondered and puzzled face. My big thing is that I am not entirely ready to have my face put out there yet. And I hope you guys understand and appreciate that. Oh, I prepared myself for the wrong area. That's okay, we should be fine. I prepared myself like I was going to the Weald, and I've been going to the Cove. This is what happens when I let my commentary distract me. What am I doing? 100% of room battles. There's definitely a room battle this way, but we're heading in this direction anyway. We're just gonna see what's here.
As the light gains purchase,
alright,
spirits are lifted.
Let's see it.
And purpose is made clear.
Alright, we have marked an opponent. Oh man, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and go for a pierce.
As the fiend falls,
this is interesting. This is definitely interesting, and these guys are definitely good. Alright. So, nobody's been injured yet. Let's just go ahead and lay down some more vulnerability hexes here. That takes down their chance of dodge significantly. Let's go ahead and expose. And then for you, you only have forward moves. Why do you only have forward moves? This is fine. We'll just puncture, I guess. Because you can still hew from the back.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And then they will... Alright, they hit us, but honestly, not the worst thing in the world. What we will do is you're going to go back. If I remember, you can actually do nothing from the very back, can you? Yeah, not a thing. Not a thing. So you're going to go ahead and move backwards here. Just to... We'll have to figure out something here. Something that works.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Okay.
them all.
Alright, let's go ahead and continue on moving. But yeah, that's kind of the purpose of the optional episodes. And if somebody wants to like view a game and see if they like it, and then decide, well, hey, maybe this is a game worth playing, and they go and get the game, and then afterwards they go, well, hey, how did Briarsenal play it? Then that's what they can do, and that's kind of the whole purpose behind it. It's just something to make people's lives a bit easier, even if it comes at my own personal cost. Something that I just try to do. May not be the smartest thing, but it's not necessarily a choice that I would give if I weren't willing to pay the cost for it. Let's... Breaks guard, can't be guarded. It can pull. This has... Let's just go for the crit. There we go, we got the crit too. That was really good. Oh, we missed. Okay. Gargoyle grab. So, he actually hit us for a decent chunk there. It's not the worst thing in the world, though. There we go. We got ourselves a nice heal, just patch us back all the way up.
Press this advantage. Give them no
Oh,
quarter.
come on. Come on. Stab.
Their formation is broken.
Man, these guys are good.
Maintain the offensive.
This is like a really good DPS for us.
In Radiance,
And all their
we
attacks
find
seem to be
victory.
mostly melee, except for the one Serpent's Coil thing that I was doing earlier. Which means we could probably buff these guys up with some melee charms and start really doing some hard DPS all over the floor. Alright, you've been exposed. You've both been tentacle slapped. And let's just give both of these guys a good whack here. Alright, one's down. Alright, let's keep this up. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Alright, he's down. And get vulnerable. There we go. Losing some dodge out of that. We almost were able to finish the deal there. Okay. Not as good. Oh, you're guarding him. Oh no. Oh no. He's being guarded. Well, that is indeed a shame. And I guess there is nothing that we'll be able to do about it. Unless, of course, there is. We'll just take a smack at you. Oh no! And you're done. And you're done. Ooh, that was a tough hit. We'll have to heal. Heal him. Oh, good heal. Good heal all the way. Okay. With that being the case, let's do some armor piercing here. The fact that these guys have armor piercing attacks is just so good. I cannot stop singing these shield breakers praises, but I am going to, for just a minute here, to take a look at this next question. What's the worst date you've ever been on? I guess that's something you can ask during a first date. I don't know why you would, but hey, it happens. So let me think of the worst date I've ever been on as a person. I would have to say 70%, 60%, 80%. Why is my leper the best person to disarm this trap?
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
If I remember, that does a good for us. That does a good for us. Yeah, most of your problems are deeper embedded. So we're going to have you do this. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. So to think about my worst date, it was probably something when I was younger, obviously. Not with my current girlfriend, it would have been with an ex. For the most part, I didn't have a lot of dates, though. It was mostly just hanging around and stuff. I would have to say my worst experience was probably just being really awkward around girls when I was younger. And oh hell. Let's just puncture that armor. I don't like how any of this has went. Okay, that's fine though.
The ground quakes.
See, they're just making mincemeat of this guy. Do not guard anybody. No, don't do it. Alright. Let's see if we get a better roll of the initiative die here. That is not better for us. None of this is good for us in particular. I guess what we'll do is take this guy out of the picture, put you in the back. Not the most helpful thing, but it's something that allows us to at least help work things here. Help get things back to where they should be. Okay, we're down to one guy left, which is great. Let's put you back up here. Whoa. I probably should have went for a heal, but I didn't because I didn't think. And there we go. We're all done there. But my worst experience, to think about it, is probably just when I was dating somebody and they took my food constantly. Like, I used to have to eat a lot to keep up. I did soccer and cross country at the same time, and this person would take about half of my food all the time while we were dating. And I just got really annoyed with it because she ate all of her food and then ate half of my food. And I don't know, that really got to me and got under my skin. Maybe it is something that is just kind of dumb on my end to be upset at, but that's just something I didn't like about that person. I would say that is the worst experience I've had dating, because I genuinely have not been on a lot of dates that have been bad, which I consider to be a good thing. Disarmed, well done. Okay. Now we're going through this trek. And we are about to fill up on loot because of this nice little secret door that we found here. Secret doors are wonderful. They allow us to get so much more loot than what this is worth. It is great. Always be on the lookout, because that is worth more than the entire quest. Okay, what have we got?
Finding the
Oh,
stuff
wow.
is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Got a bunch of good things. I was expecting food, because we did not receive food.
The light, the promise of safety.
I think at this point we drop the torches and we take the jade, and we'll go for a bit of a risky run this time. But Briarsenal, you say? That is clearly not the smartest thing. I agree. I agree totally and entirely. However, as I have said before, it may not be the smartest thing to do, but it is what we are doing. Alright, let's see who we can take out quickly. He's down. That's good. Stress guy's down. Let's go ahead and lay down the hurt here.
Eradicated.
2 of them are down. 2 more of them are hurt. That was amazing for us. Dual DPSing these guys together is a great wombo combo. Should I be doing some healing? Heal yourself. Okay, you did awful. But at least you didn't bleed yourself and not do anything. So, thanks for that. Let's see. I'm just going to move you back here. That way I can allow you to do your chop. You will use expose and move backwards. That's fine. The one problem that I have right now is that with these two, that wasn't helpful at all. That's alright. Still not the worst thing that could have happened. It's just not the best thing. Well done. Because we're not going to even waste the time on attempting to clear corpses, you're going to heal yourself. Heal yourself well. Alright, RNG is just killing us right now, guys. But that happens. That happens when you play the video games. Oh, look at that money.
So too will
A debuff
resistance.
charm, huh? You don't need so much dodge. You're a tank. There we go. Bam. Let's just keep on moving here. I think we're good to continue on for a bit longer. I say that like we're doing poorly, and we're not. It's just that I'm not used to these expeditions going relatively well. Call of the Deep. Yeah, we're definitely getting these guys up to higher levels because they are fantastic. See, why can you heal others but you cannot heal yourself? I noticed that your wounds are mounting, and I do apologize for that. See if you can help take care of that by taking out the folks that are giving you trouble.
Obliterated.
Alright, 2 of them are down, none of us are down. So far this is good. So I could, not going to, we're going to heal. Take out some of the stress that we received. You're going to heal him. And while he currently bleeds, huh. Interestingly enough, I really thought that, stop that. No, stop bleeding so easily.
Precision and power.
How much health do you have?
Seize this momentum.
Not enough.
Push on to the task's end.
Not enough. Okay. Alright, let's think about what makes the most sense here. Okay, 1,000 each, so instantly speaking, those are worth more than all of the citrine that I have here. I can't even take any more citrine. We're going to not take the citrine from there. Well, no. Well, hold on. I'm running through very limited math in my head. Please hold. We're going to go ahead and pop holy water on these guys. We don't need that. The painting would be nice, but we're not going to take it for right now. I think what we have is just too valuable. Oh, maybe this is the last room battle. Maybe we don't even have to worry about it. Let's see. You have been rolling terribly, my friend. Whatever RNG you've got going for you, I do not appreciate it as much as I used to. And you have healed your friend. That's fine. We need to take out the thrall. Our party is relatively back to in good places. That was a bad hit for us, but otherwise speaking, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. So, I believe, even though things are not going well, what did I do last weekend? Well, easy enough question to answer. What I did last weekend was I studied for a test that I had coming up, and I recorded a couple of videos, and I also played some Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, and wow, he exploded. Okay. However, we all dodged it, so that was incredible. Thank you all for dodging that. Appreciate it. We'll take that guy down. Okay.
Be wary. Triumph infant pride precipitates
So that,
a dizzying fall.
unfortunately, was not the end of the quest. We are not going to pretend like it is the end of the quest. What we are going to do, I don't think we're going to find a use for that anti-venom. We're more likely to get gold than we are portraits. Is there anything else here I want to drop? No, I think we stay. I think we stay. Oh man, these guys have some interesting things that they can do here. Let's go ahead and take that.
Compassion is a rarity in the
That way.
pitch of battle.
How much do we have there? Is that 5? That's 5. Okay. Go ahead and give ourselves all snake eyes because that's wonderful. And Darude Sandstorm. Who's most likely to get marked? It's probably you.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
All right, wonderful.
We require only the strength.
Let's continue our movement here. See?
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We don't need any of this. So we continue on. But we are richer for having had what we had.
Cruel
Yes.
machinations spring to life. With a
Yeah, so
singular
last weekend I
purpose.
studied. I played Dungeons and Dragons with some friends. I recorded some videos. And it's pretty much what I'll be doing this weekend as well. Do you like your job? Well, interestingly enough, I like being on YouTube. I do not necessarily know if I like my day job, which I think is a problem that everybody goes through. And my day job isn't something that's like glorious, and it's not. I've been stuck at it for a while. Wow. You do this. Okay. I should have kept that other medicinal herbs. I just really thought my chances were running into something like that. Again, were relatively low. I was wrong. My apologies on that. Okay, what are we going to do? Heal. Hey, you did it. Well done. Okay. I really need to get you something in the back. However, you're going to take out this guy.
Impunity.
I'll take you down. Oh man, these shield breakers are really making things nice. But yeah, I don't know if I like my day job, but that's I'm keeping my day job and YouTube separate for right now.
Can be felled.
I
They
just
can be beaten.
I don't want anybody to know about my real life because it could affect my chances of doing anything with my day job, and I don't want anybody knowing about my YouTube job just because it could be seen as like funny or just not funny, but I think you all understand what I mean. It could be seen as something where I'm not as serious about it as what it is. Next question. Do you have any pets? I do. I have a German Shepherd named Max. I have a Chow puppy dog named Quan. And I have a gray kitty named Stormy. And they are all adorable, and I love them.
Ambushed by foul invention.
That we have been. Okay. What is it worth to me? We haven't found any more emeralds, so I'm gonna go with that. The fish was a trap. Gosh dang it, not again. We're not going to mess with the coral. Oh, out of food.
Of survival cannot be met on an empty stomach.
Out of food. Come on. Really, it's the very last one. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Things are starting to very quickly take a turn for the worse. You start healing people. We need to start getting this show on the road. Things will not turn out well for us if things are allowed to just continue as they are. That's fine currently. That's fine. If you're just gonna whip my guy, that's alright. So yeah, that was question number, I think, 5 or something along those lines. Heal him. There we go. That's something.
A decisive pummeling.
Ah, yes, we crit the corpse. Yay us. Okay, we should be fine though. Let's see, what am I trying to do here? Yeah, we'll make you vulnerable, I suppose.
The bigger the beast.
Oh, that went well.
The greater the glory.
That went well. Okay. Now all we have to do is take out this guy, and this fight is done.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
We don't need any more shovels. We do need a key. Let's just go with that.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
I'm inclined to agree, but we're not going to be in the dark for that long, so, you know, maybe it'll be okay. Come on. Alright, let's see what we can do. They're all mounting up damage and stress against us, which is not where we want to be, but it's where we're at. Nothing and a bleed? Oh! Frustration. Okay, one guy's down. Two guys down. 3 guys down. Man, that was an amazing round for us. You know, not the whole getting bled on and all the pain that went with it, but, you know, the whole us winning and doing good. That was pretty good for us. Oh man, they're so good. They just hit and they just do a lot of damage.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh wow. We got a lot of loot, guys. You. Not the worst thing in the world considering that was the end.
Pungent odor
But
abates.
wow.
The things are driven back for a time.
Yeah, and we were able to get a lot of loot there, and we were able to actually get enough. There we go. Oh man. We're climbing up there, guys. We're
We
climbing
dug
up.
for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with
Huh.
madness.
Yeah, I don't have that much, and I also don't care for a tonic that cures a disease from everyone on the roster because we keep pretty disease free around here. So, I believe though, the transept is done.
Gilded icons,
The
and
transept
dogmatic rituals.
is done,
For
guys.
some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
We're almost there. We have ran through two dungeons so far, and we're getting there. We are getting there, and we are doing well, and I'm glad for it. I am glad for it. Nothing that we can upgrade over here. I do want to upgrade some like cursory things if we are able to. Yeah, like let's go ahead and upgrade the furnace. We want to have the furnace upgrade just because it makes things cheaper for us.
A stronger
Once we
shield,
start piling
anything to
on the
prolong
money,
a soldier's life.
we're going to be doing great, guys. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see what the sanitarium has for us. Okay. Some people need stress treatment. What about you? What do you need? So we can do that. That's a lot. That's a lot. Why don't we just get rid of the dud hitter for right now? Okay, fantastic. So taking a look, we have we're starting to get a lot of good things to show up. We just need to cut down our costs. That way our money grows, and that way we can continue to work on this. But we were able to get the transept done. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get the entire church done here pretty soon. Speaking of the church, we should probably go. See, look how cheap that is for stress relief. It's so good. It's so good. And we've got so many talented people lining up here to do business with us, which I think is wonderful. And probably should have thought about upgrading the hero barracks a bit more. But I think we're doing all right. So we were able to finally get all that done. Let me take a look here. What is our next question? Where did you grow up? Well, so as not to give away my identity completely, I grew up in Indiana. Relatively close to Indianapolis. And I have a decent plot of land in a kind of I guess it would be suburban area. And I grew up there. It is kind of my ancestral home, as it were. What do you think of social media? It's cool. Use it for communicating with other people and finding out weird and or funny things. What are your friends like? Well, my friends are complete and total nerds and dorks just like I am. So, we just blew through a few questions there relatively quickly. I wasn't expecting that. We have so many things we want to do here with Reynald. We've got so many folks that we want to do the improvements on. Let's see. We'll do a short apprentice thing because it's better than a short champion thing. Given that we do not have a full champion party yet. We are working toward that though. So let's see who we should be taking on this quest. We need another healer. We are in bad need of a healer. Can your puppy heal us? Or your puppy can heal himself, but not others. Let's see. Well, I guess in this case, if you cannot bring along oh yeah. This is the party. This is the party. We are going to take down the Warrens in its entirety with this party. How do I know? Because I know. And if you knew, you would know. Okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and crush this. We'll head on down there. Show these swine what's what.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
I agree. Bam, we purified that pile. We're scouting 90% of the rooms. Okay, not too bad. Let's do this then. Ooh, why did you miss? Oh, that's not good. That means all these folk are going to aim at him. Why don't we go ahead and snake curse them down? Yeah, they deal a lot of damage, large amounts of damage. Two of them are down. Wow, really? Okay. And he has quite a bit of blight. Really? Why can't you Holy Lance? Oh, because the target's not in the correct... Okay. Never mind, guys. I thought I could do things. We're just gonna have you yell at them. You spider! Don't you dare be spidering around here.
This expedition at least promises success.
The herb kills any diseases. Oh, good. Alright, now it's time for a brawl. Let's do this. So, what's the next question? Yeah, so all my friends are weird like me. Am I a big family person? Yeah, family is incredibly important to me. However, I also consider my close friends to be a part of that group, so while family is very, very much important to me, I find that close friends also are a part of my family. And it's good to feel that way. It's nice to have friends who you can rely on. Alright, one guy's down there. Uh-oh. Yeah, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep taking them down. Let's see. Still not enough damage to finish him off. Maybe if we yell at them, they'll be fine.
Their cursed champion falls.
Yep. And you have less speed, which means that We can lunge at you and hit you pretty quickly. And their corpses are gone. Yep, you have to pull off a rush shot, and that has a lot less accuracy to it. Alright, you're down. We continue on.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
What was that? Oh, Hylomania. That's fine, as long as it's not Kleptomania and you're not pulling a quick steal on me. So we're gonna go this way just because I feel like we're going to be hitting that way no matter what.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Come on, get that surprise. Nope. Okay, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I feel like we'd have had at least 2 of these guys dead before they had launched attacks on us. But again, it's all right.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
Yeah, look at that. That is all done.
Success
all
so
done.
Clearly in view.
We could have actually had that fight finished, which is fantastic. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Jester dice and money. Well, we know that Jester dice are worth gold, so I'll take that.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright, surprise? Yeah, we got the surprise. Let's do this.
Obliterated.
1 down.
Press disadvantage.
2 down.
Give them no quarter.
We throw in the buff, and will you get our final? Will you do it? Yes, you will.
As the enemy crumbles.
We're just suddenly crushing this game, and I find that amazing and at the same time stupefying a little bit. We're not even going to read the books because the books down here can be bad. So we just won't do it.
Packs laden with loot
More money
are often low on supplies.
and a bit of health. We don't need this.
Be gone.
Alright, 1 down. Aw, we missed. That's unfortunate. We'll get that dodge chance up, that way they're just likely to miss us. Apparently not, though. There we go. There's the dodge we were looking for.
Another abomination.
Alright,
Cleansed from our
we got 1
lands.
left. We have none left.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright. And thus we keep on moving yet again.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Thorough search, which is good.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
Oh man,
and purpose is made clear.
we have just kind of cleared some of these dungeons really well lately. I don't know if it's because this is a level 1 thing and these guys are all over leveled for it. That might be it. could be part of the reasoning there. But I think we're just doing really well. We'll just go ahead and take 2 hits to take that guy down. Will get us a good buff here with our man-at-arms. Oh, well dodged. Let's take this guy out.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Gosh dang it. Okay. Bellow. Puts them on the back pedal there a bit. Okay. That stinks for our man-at-arms, but
Their formation is
that's
broken.
fine for us.
Maintain the offensive.
And thus we dodge again.
As
We
the
will
fiend
pierce him.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yep, not enough speed for you to actually get to us. And he's down. So
Be
once
wary.
again,
Triumphant pride
we are
precipitates
doing
a dizzying
fantastic.
fall.
I think this is the last room we need to. And because of that,
A full pack often attracts unwanted attention.
I agree. However, we're just about done here. Yeah, we're out. So,
Twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
oh, I'm glad to hear that because we are just carving right through. Carving right through, and let's answer a couple other questions. What do you do for fun? I skipped number 10. This is question 11. Number 10 is a weird thing to say. A weird question to ask somebody, and also a weird question just on the internet. So, what do you do for fun? Well, genuinely speaking, I play video games, and I used to be a big athlete, but I haven't really had the time for that in a long time. Number 12 is just like, which dating apps do you use? I don't use any. 13, do I want kids? Yeah, someday. This is a weird thing for first date. What's on your bucket list? Oh boy. A lot of things I'm pretty sure won't happen in my life. Like, I'd like to one day just
I see something long absent in the
plot
sunken
quest,
faces of
Shrieker's
passersby.
Prize.
A glimmer.
Ooh. Shrieker's Prize. If I remember correctly, that is a very difficult quest. Yeah, kill one horde Shrieker. We get the Shrieker's talent, and we get a bunch of other things, but it is, if I remember correctly, it is a tough fight. Very tough. But let's do it. Let's take in a team of pros. We'll just want to make sure. Yeah, you cannot retreat from this quest. If I remember correctly, that's fine for you. We're just going to want to do what we can to make sure that everybody is well equipped for this. Because if I remember correctly, this is a toughie. Okay. Give you a dodge stone. Can't remember if it's Eldritch or not, so just take extra HP. Just be prepared as much as we can be. Actually, take more extra HP. It's better for you. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Actually, if I remember, it's just one fight. It's just one fight, which means... Let's do this. Crows are fickle things. Defeat this ghastly nuisance before it flees. Oh yeah, this is tough because there's no guarantee that we'll get anything from it. The only guarantee is that if we win... Yep, here it is. Shrieker's Nest and the Shrieker itself. Yeah, right off the bat. And it has a ton of resistances. If I remember, doesn't this... Yeah. We'll do that. That way you have less resistance. It's a very high stun resist. Yep. You're going to be healing yourself. Not a good heal, but the heal that we have. Gosh dang it. Right now we're buffing these two because I honestly feel like they're the only ones that can do anything against this thing. Yeah, it's got an insane amount of dodge to it as well.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
We'll get you a bandage. Ah, it dodged again. Man. Yeah, it just keeps dodging things. Okay, now you're no longer dying, which is great. See, the thing is, if this thing just went for damage, this fight would be over.
Teetering on the brink.
Let's see.
Facing the abyss.
Okay.
As life ebbs,
And it retreated.
vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
It's alright, Dismas, it's alright.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah. So, do we still get the quest reward? I guess we do. Which, hey, that's something. It's not the best, but something. Let's see. Corvid's Eye. Actually, that's pretty good. So hey, not the worst thing in the world. It's just
Once, our estate was the envy of this
we didn't
land.
do as well as we could have. Brettville is now a legendary Vestal. Amazing. You're no longer dealing with a regular Vestal anymore. So, there's that. We're going to go ahead and stick you in for treatment as well. And stick you in for treatment as well. And stick you in for treatment as well. See? Very, very costly. However, not as bad as it could have went. Shrieker. So we get plus 7% chance to crit, 33% and 33% bleed. So this is for going dark, and I can only sell this trinket for 1 coin, which means it's not even worth it. So all in all, I would say this is not what we want. This is not what we would have wanted. However, at least nobody died. And things are beginning to look up here. What do we got here? Okay, we're going to start. We'll do some trading around here. We're going to see if we can get 38. I know I haven't liked it, but
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what he will face.
there we go. With our guild once again upgraded, it doesn't do any much for these guys. But for Reynald here, he gets better and better. Which skills are you using right now? Shadow Fade, Flashing Daggers, Thrown Dagger, and Poison Darts. Poison Darts, Thrown Dagger, Flashing Daggers, Shadow Fade. Right, because we don't need to have a forward-facing guy. Who else? These upgrades are allowing us to stand a much better chance, and I can't wait to put them on all my level 5 guys as well, because that was a good step forward for us. I know it wasn't an upgrade to the Abbey, which I could have done. I was hoping to get these 3 done, and even though we've been clearing through quests, I guess it was just unreasonable for me to think that we would get through this in like a kind of mega episode, just because I wasn't sure what to expect and I wasn't sure how long this was going to take. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 more dungeons before calling it and starting to think about fighting these bosses that we have spawned all over the place. So let's see. Where a focus ring, nice, for taking out the crew. What else? A wounding helmet for a bounty hunter for taking out the brigand 8-pounder, and a sacred scroll for a vestal. Oh, that's fantastic! And a blasphemous vial for this, and the necromancer's collar, which is a trophy. Oh, so many good things here. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a cove run. We'll do a cove medium run. We are going to have a healer. I want to figure out who among you can go backwards. So you can. By the way, you're here, not there. Yeah, because as long as you can expose, you're fine. And if you're... That's fine. What about you? Two blocks. Interesting. That's something, if I remember correctly, that will allow you to negate damage, which is actually great. I'm intrigued actually by something. So we're going to give this an experimental run if we can. We have 3 shield breakers here. We're going to run 3 shield breakers and a man at arms. Now, before you say, Briarsenal, have you lost your mind? I might have. Or this is going to be amazing. We're just going to take away 1 speed from all of you to give you 4 dodge. He's going to buff your guys' dodge. And you're just going to go to town. You are going to go to town upon the enemies. And we're just going to see how that as a strategy works. That's how we're going to figure things out. So, first off, I want to make sure you all have the right move set. So, Pierce, get that upgraded. Impale is alright. I kind of like this whole Serpent Sway thing. So, Expose can be used in the front, which means we don't need Impale. We're going to take this. We'll just go ahead and make sure that those are the moves that you have picked out. Yeah, Impale is alright, but it's not that good. Now, what about you, my good friend Sacarville? Adder's Kiss. That can allow you to go back. Is that important? Let's have you have a Captivate as well. And what else? And you, Vitalis. Let's have you also. So this will probably be our standard setup for these shield breakers. I will figure out if that is something we want to do or not later. And why not? Okay, you're all good. Let's see if they can bring the heat here. If they can, then this will be relatively tough. But I am intrigued. I am intrigued to say the least. Because I think this is going to be really cool. Alright, let's see. For a cove. There we are. No, Briarsenal, you're spending all of your money on supplies. Please, don't do it. It's okay, guys. I want to make sure that you guys don't end up in the graveyard. And let's see, what's our next? So, what's on your bucket list? Ah, boy. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I've always wanted to travel. Traveling has been something I've been keen on wanting to do. Take it all. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Let's see how our strategy works. So, one down.
With impunity.
Okay, which means that you will have to...
Continue the onslaught.
Alright,
Destroy them.
2 down, 2 to go. And he's going to seaward slash again.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, speed's down, dodge is down.
Destroyed.
And down. Fantastic.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, fantastic. Now what? We continue on? Let's do that.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Wonderful, so we'll make our way up to that room here in a minute. Oh man, these secret rooms have been treating us well. They've allowed us to
Glittering gold.
upgrade our
trinkets and
heroes.
baubles.
They've allowed us to
Pouring blood.
pay for our expeditions. They have done wonderful things for us. And given what we're doing here, we'll probably just head up, hit the secret room. That way, if we have to, for some reason, abandon the quest, we can do so without fear. We have disarmed the trap, and we'll hit this room as we head back down. Alright. What's our next question? Because I know I haven't answered the bucket list one, but I feel like there's too many things that I would want to do. I want to travel. I'd want to make sure that this channel is something amazing that I could be proud of. There's a lot of celebrities I'd like to meet in my life. People that I've just admired, and people that I think do an amazing job of entertaining people. Jacksepticeye and Matt Mercer actually being 2 of those people. Otherwise, I'd like to meet like Markiplier. Let's see. Let's try this move. Serpent Stance. Damage block. Damage block tokens, also known as Aegis tokens, absorb 100% of physical damage from the next attack that strikes a hero. That is awesome. That is amazing and wonderful. And I am glad that that is a thing. Which means, because you're low on health and I've done that, you can tank 2 hits. Let's see. Are you looking for a relationship is the next question. No, I am not. I am currently in a relationship.
As the enemy crumbles.
Where was your last vacation? My last vacation was... It's been a long time, guys. I will not lie to you all. It has been a long time since I have had a vacation. Genuinely speaking, I'm not somebody that actually takes a lot of vacations. as well.
Give them no quarter.
But I would say the last thing that I did that was vacation-like that I enjoyed was I went up to New York and got to see Times Square. I got to go to the Federal Reserve System and learn about that. It was for school, obviously, so it wasn't as vacation as this question is probably asking, but it's the closest thing that I have.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I got to be on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, and overall, wonderful experience.
As the fiend falls,
It's fantastic. Would you say you're independent? Of course I would. Most people would say they're independent. Let's see. Vestal only. But yeah, I would say I'm an independent person. There are some things that I need, but there are some things that everybody needs in order to get
as
along.
the light gains purchase,
But
spirits are
otherwise,
lifted,
I don't feel like
and
I'm
purpose is made
any
clear.
more or less independent than the next person. What did you major in? I am currently majoring in management and finance. That's my workings currently. How do you feel about surprises? I enjoy being surprised, and I enjoy surprising others. Those are wonderful things, and it would be not as fun to have a life that didn't have surprises. Can we blight this man? Can we blight this floating jellyfish? Can you not, though? Gosh dang it. Alright. You are fine. It's these guys I'm worried about. Particularly this guy because he's bleeding. You.
A trifling victory,
Eat.
but a victory nonetheless.
Take the money and this, and we'll worry about those whenever I decide to start worrying about them. No, that's not something. Should have been this. Yep.
A fortune.
Shovel clears away
waiting to be
barnacles. We are able to get these, but we're going to immediately drop the citrine in favor of the bus, which to me are much more valuable. Let's go ahead and make camp now.
Circle in the dark.
Munch on the food that we have here. And we'll start applying some buffs. Oh yes, that is fantastic for us. That was good. Let's see. What else have we got? You two can... Well, you can wound care a companion. You can wound care a companion. That works well for you.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Whoa, snakes. The Shieldbreaker is scarred from past trauma. She must navigate a series of 7 flashback battles while camping, 1 battle per camp. Once those battles are completed, she can camp peacefully forever. The 7 flashbacks are shared across the whole... You don't have to do 7... Oh, wow. Okay. That's fun. And all of my shield breakers are currently just like... Very well. Let's do this. Now, we can unhide people, yes? Yeah, we can. Let's focus on... They're both guarded by the Rattler, which means we should focus on exposing. Ah, so the Rattlers are guarding each other. I see. Snake bite. Ooh, no, man-at-arms. Let's go ahead and move that there. Ouch. And they've all been debuffed a fair amount.
Masterfully executed.
Okay, so the Rattlers are our only problems now. How long are you being guarded? Rattler rank 2. 1 round. Okay. Yep, blocked. That's part of the point that we did that. You also do that. Mm-hmm. And thus, we have dutifully, successfully gave ourselves enough blocks here to be viable. We continue to yell at the Rattlers to knock down their dodge. However, their dodge is still incredibly well done. I'll snake bite at you. It's okay though. Our dodge is pretty good. We have some blocks. And of course, resisted the stun there. You're in the most danger, so we will do that. I didn't even know this part about them.
Well struck.
That's most interesting to me. And the snakes are down.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, time to loot. I guess scales are dropped by snakes who come by this from the Shieldbreaker's homelands. These scales can be consumed by heroes to provide a slight damage block of protection. The next attack that hits the 0 will do 0 damage. Very much like the fade away that we've been spamming already. Good to know. Who's in need? There we go. You're Aegist. As it is. As it were. We don't need any of this. We're going to go ahead and take this journal page because it seems to be unique. We'll get rid of this chalice for the Vestal. The shovel. And not food, but I guess we'll get rid of this jade. I probably should have gotten rid of an emerald or something. But that's fine.
The light, the promise of safety.
So now we're looking at... Yeah, we're probably going to not adventure any further after this quest is done.
The way is
Just
lit.
because
the path is clear.
that seems like it's a
We
bad
require
idea.
Only the strength to follow it.
Who has the most ingrained things? Zoophobia, stress versus beast, fear of beasts. Let's go with you. Yep, so now your zoophobia is gone. That is doing well for us. The fantastical beach is just removing all of our stress.
May we find victory.
Alright. And thus we continue to move forward.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
That they do. How are we doing here? We're doing fantastic. Let's keep moving. Alright, what was the next question? Alright, the last question is, are you up for a second date? Which, yeah, I feel like, generally speaking, during your first date, you might want to bring that up. However, are you guys... I'm going to change it around a bit. Are you guys down for another video like this where I'm just talking and I'll find different things to talk about? But is this something you guys are interested in? Let me know in the comments below. And we'll go ahead and continue to move through here. These guys are amazing. These shield breakers are fantastic. I do not have any more shovels. Man-at-arms, break open the chest. There's nothing in there. Nothing, dang thing. Good. A little bonus there. Alright, time to fight. It's fighting time. Alright, one down.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Yep, and now we can dodge things a lot better. We have used our block from the scales. And we have used one of our blocks there. Continue to dodge all over the place, which is great. Alright, let's see if we can hit him again before he hits us. We did. And we now have captivated. We are able to knock down your chance of dodging and your chance of getting away.
Decimated.
And you are all sorts of done, buddy. All sorts of done. My man-at-arms will just keep yelling at you until you are stabbed to death by the spear bearers. Oh man.
Success
Okay,
so
so
clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
what's here? What's here? What's here? Oh, good stuff all around. We'll take those. Take those. And we'll get rid of the medicinal herbs, hoping that we don't need them anymore. Alright, and break.
Watch your
Sadness. However, that's alright. You, move back here. You're at least not likely to be targeted immediately. Alright, keep going. We're hungry. We eat. Because that's what adventurers do. It's starting to get darker than I'm sure my heroes appreciate. Got the fish. It was trapped. That's fine. Okay. Let's focus on up. Whoever this guy hits. Oh, why couldn't you hit the guy? Oh, okay. Yes! Be powerful.
Anger is power. Unleash it.
Don't do it. Don't do that. Okay. We're going to bellow at them.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Ooh. That's not good.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy. Annihilated.
Okay.
Remind
That
yourself
did not
that
go well for us.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, I am dutifully reminded. We are out of food. So if a food thing happens, we're done. And if we happen to have another bad fight for us, we're done. Oh, look! Another fight.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
We will be serpent dancing all over this place.
The blood quickens.
Oh, you rejected my one. Just all of you buff yourselves so that you don't take damage. And then we will start waylaying as we must. That's fine. We're going to be rowing right through them. We have to. You won't die there, you won't die there. You'll be fine. Ugh. Another irrational person.
Reeling,
We will be
gasping,
fine. We'll be fine.
taken over the edge into madness.
Just take down the Guardian.
The ground quakes.
Ooh, that was a great crit. Fantastic.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Alright. And they're debuffed. The revenge. Okay, that's fine.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Let's just run them down. Overrun them. Now. Now is the time for it. Look at all this buffing we've got going on. Yeah, you're done. You're done, son.
Eradicated.
All sorts of done.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright. So, I want to say we're gonna cut here. We're not going to risk anymore.
Wealth beyond measure.
We are going to cut what we can here. I didn't even have to get rid of that. I'm so stupid. Alright. We almost got to explore 90% of the rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which means we'd have to hit 2 more. We're not good enough to hit 2 more without losing somebody. We're going to abandon the quest. We're going to suffer the stress of defeat.
Do not ruminate on this fleeting failure.
But
The campaign is long, and victory will
we
come.
got enough. Yeah. Those are problems that we'll have to deal with. But with the cost of us cutting stress and everything,
Men, soldiers, and
6 more
outlaws,
recruits?
fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Let's open up the barracks a bit. Who have we got? We are in need of another Vestal. Or at least another healer. Let's pop open.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
I think we're fine for now on recruits. We shall now spend the utmost on bringing our friends back from the brink of distress, because we have made it, guys. We have made it to where this is affordable. And that's fantastic for us. What we're going to go ahead and do here is, I know I said I wouldn't be trading a lot of heirlooms, but here I am doing it just so we can get the
claiming communion with the divine.
I should have done that before. Why do I always do that? Oh, I never do that. Okay. But let me all know in the comments below if you guys want to see more long videos like this. This will allow the next 4 videos that I make to be non-optional videos. So we'll have just long strings of optional videos, which I think for a series like this works. I don't know how well it will work for other videos that I do in the future, but I do know that it worked well here. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you guys all come back and see me soon. I'll see you all in the next one.